Hey, Dave from Pine Aire Truck Service here, and I'm with Devin Kulka of the Kulka Group, CEO. You know, the other day I was not feeling great, like a lot of people aren't feeling great right now, and I started thinking, who could I give a call to that might inspire me or might have some great advice on getting me back on track and making me feel better?
There you go.
And there you are, baby.
I love it.
There you are.
Thank you.
Devin is about to launch Kulka
Interactive.
Yep. A media platform that we're all going to contribute to try and inspire people to be the best people they can and to surround themselves with the best people that they can surround themselves with. And the reason that I wanted to speak to you today was really, besides sharing some of the things that keep you uplifted, also I wanted to talk about why would a construction person launch a media platform like that?
It's a question we're getting a lot. Really, it's first off, we want to connect people, and we want to bring in like-minded people. We want to be able to get people in the same room. We want to help people. Second is we want to be a construction real estate development company that is powered by technology. It's giving us a platform to allow our contributors to get their voices out there. I like to say it's a media platform by business people for business people.
Very cool. So do you think that anybody that might see some of my stuff might go, I want to deal with that guy?
I think so. I think either that or they're going to run away and say, I don't want
going to run away and go, what is
say.
this truck repair shop guy doing this type of stuff? But you could read anything, any type of advertisements or any type of literature that people give out. Everybody's going to tell that their company is the greatest one. So what really is the difference? It really comes down to, do you really trust the principles of that company?
And that's how business is done. It's done on trust. You have to feel comfortable with people. You know, this platform is going to allow people to create content, let you know who they are. People aren't just writing about their business. They're writing about culture, technology, real estate, politics. On the other side of the screen, everyone's staring at their cell phone all day. Everyone's staring at their computer all day. This is a media outlet for business people to get heard. And we want to deliver that in a different way because we believe that personal branding and content is the most powerful thing out there right now.
So basically, you work for a company that was founded by your dad.
Yes.
Who, I go back before you, I have history with your dad. If your dad probably won't watch this, but if he did, and if he ever wants to tell the story.
I'll show it to him.
So your dad starts his company and you graduate college and immediately you become the CEO of the company, right?
Not so much immediately, but we could
give us your story, okay? Give us the, because I know you really worked your way up through the system. I'm just really breaking your horns a little bit.
I appreciate it. So, growing up, I didn't want to get into the company. My father was a very demanding man, had a lot of stress, always yelling on the phone. I was like, that's not the life I want to live. He actually had a project manager who came to me when I was just about finishing college and said, you should join the company. You don't have to manage like him. You can put your own spin on it. And I said, I do have a great opportunity. So I asked my father, can I come work for you? And he said, no, you can't. So he shot me down, but he said, I'm gonna get you a job working for one of the subs that we're working with right now. So I started doing some carpentry work. After, some time, one of my father's supers went to him and said, I'd love to take Devin under my wing. I'd love to train him. And he should come work for us. He's gonna learn more there. From there, I became a super. And then one day, out of nowhere, my father had a medical condition. He had a bacterial spine infection. He was rushed to the emergency room, and right after that, he actually had a stroke. And I went from being a superintendent, running a large job at the time, to being the chief and running a large company. It was a learning experience. It was one of those sink or swim moments. There's no failing moments, and it really, you grow up fast in those moments. I was young. I was 26 at the time. Listen, I had to prove myself, and I think I did. People trust me now. And I like to tell them it's not just me, it's the company. It's, we have project managers, assistant project managers, supers, admin, accounting, etc. It takes a team to make a good company, and that's what we have.
One of the things that I've noticed from knowing you and from reading about Kulka Construction and from being a hot dog person for so many years is that Kulka Construction has always been an innovative construction company.
Absolutely.
So your dad originally had different ideas about how he wanted to run the company.
Yep.
And now that you're in charge of the company, besides the media things that you're trying to do and stuff like that, you've also branched the construction company out into more innovative construction projects and stuff.
We like to stay on the forefront of things, so we're doing that in construction means and methods and materials, from prefab systems, modular construction. We're trying to stay ahead of the curve and be innovative in that front, and then we're doing it on technology. We have software that we use for every little thing. We implement them together. It streamlines the process, and we're trying to be in a very efficient construction company.
You talk about surrounding yourself with great people, which to me is the success story at Pine Aire Truck, is really work hard to surround yourself with good people and then to find a way to keep them involved and to keep the company not growing just through the owner, but through the different people that are involved because they care and they want the company to do better. So what do you look for in your people that you surround? Now, I know Rob Menino pretty well. He's an amazing guy. Like, what do you look for? Like, how do you...
I look for honest people, trustworthy people. I look for people that hold themselves accountable. I tell anybody I hire, I expect you to hold yourself accountable and you to want to get it done. If I have to ask you, is this done? I already know it's not, and it shouldn't get to that point. Hardworking, honest people that are collaborative, people that communicate. Communication is one of the most important things to a company, and if you can't communicate clearly, it's a problem. Honest people, man, honest, hardworking people that you enjoy to be around. My people are with me and the rest of the company more than they're with their family. And if they don't enjoy work and if they don't enjoy the people they're working with, it's a recipe for disaster.
You want to hire people that work hard, and there are people that work hard, but there are also people that work hard and are enjoyable to be around. Okay, they're upbeat, and part of why we do this with our videos and stuff like that is to try and help other people lift up their spirits, because when your spirits are lifted, you're more productive. I went through a period of time, and over the last couple of months, I'm with AJ, who is our marketing director and helps us with all these great things that we do. And we sat at my desk a couple of weeks ago, and I said, AJ, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm not into it. I'm not feeling it. I don't feel good. I'm sick of the world. I'm sick of all the bullshit on social media. I'm sick of pandemics. I'm sick of everything that's going on right now, and it's so funny. And we talked about this a little bit earlier before the camera's on, but one of the people that I look to that seems to be able to keep that high tone without ever seeming like they're miserable is you.
Thank you.
So I called you up and I said, hey, let's sit down and talk about some of these things. And that's what actually turned into this. Do you ever get down? I mean, do you ever get miserable?
Absolutely. Anybody who says they don't have downs is lying. I have bad days, but I really put life into perspective. I'm blessed. People around me are blessed, and things are good. One of the reasons I get involved in, Leukemia Lymphoma Society and some of the other nonprofits is there are people that are going through real serious problems that, they didn't choose that. I think being in those environments brings me back to earth a little bit, and I realize I'm blessed, but absolutely, I have bad days. I just, shake it off, put my smile on, and get through them, and the next day is going to be a better one. That's it.
What kind of actions do you take when you go, all right, I got to snap out of this?
When I go home at night, I have an amazing girlfriend, Danielle, and she's, I could talk to her about anything. If I have to open up, we're on the same wavelength. She's amazing, and she could cheer me up any day of the week. But aside from that, I love music. I pop my headphones in, disappear from the world, put on a song that really gets me going, and 3 minutes later, 5 minutes later, I'm ready to go. I do meditate, and I go floating in salt deprivation tanks, and I lay there floating in salt water in a confined area for 90 minutes, and there is nothing more relaxing than that. There's nothing more clear-headed than that.
It's a form of meditation. We talk about meditation. I meditate, and it's true. And if you could just really calm yourself down. I struggle with it. One of your friends and somebody I know pretty well, my daughter Janae, I'd say, I don't know, maybe a couple of years ago, whatever, I was facing a week that I was not really thrilled about facing. And I made the comment in front of her that I can't wait until this week is over. And she freaked out on me. She said, Dad, you can't wish for your weeks to just be gone. You have to find something in each day that is good. And the only thing that I found that really busts me out of it is to find a way to constructively help other people. Mm-hmm. And that's my go-to, that's my kind of sweet spot when I got to break out of something. I just think of something that distracts me from me. And then, like you said, look at somebody else that maybe doesn't have things so well right now. And what can I do to help those people? What is not really a secret is that when you're in a better state of mind, you're more productive, you're clearer minded, you're getting more things done, so it becomes like a trap. So the more miserable you feel, the less you accomplish, the more miserable you feel. One of the things that I found when I'm also trying to get out of that rut a little bit is to read. Some of the people that I've done classwork with, seminar stuff, Tony Robbins people and stuff like that, they pretty much say that you should be reading every single day. Mm-hmm. And I think that a lot of people now have other sources other than books, between the audio and, YouTube and all these different things, and now Kulka Interactive. And I think it's an amazing way for people who are stuck to get unstuck.
I'm reading a book right now, Think Rich, Grow Rich, and it really is all about your mindset and envisioning where you want to go, envisioning what you want to do, because you can do it.
I've read Think and Grow Rich, and I'm actually going to read it again and start doing what they tell you to do. I'm going to actually start writing out the things that you're supposed to do, and it's supposed to be pretty amazing.
It's one thing to just think it and let that thought go away. It's another thing to think it, actually transcribe it onto paper, and then look at that and envision it and believe it. It's a powerful thing. It's a great book, as you know. Get your mind right. It's the most powerful thing in the world, your mind. And if you tell yourself you can do something and you believe it, it's reachable.
You're doing all these things and you're putting yourself out there. How do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as an honest, hardworking businessman, a great husband. I want to leave a legacy here on this earth where people remember who Devin Kulka was.
The people that I see that you've invited to contribute to this are an amazing group of people. Amazing group of people.
They're great. They're really great.
And from all different industries and walks of life. And I think that if you can't find something uplifting in that group that you have there, I don't know what you're gonna do.
I'm lucky to have good people around me. I'm lucky to have people that want to be involved in Kulka Interactive. It takes time out of their day to sit there and think of how they're going to contribute, what they're going to contribute. I believe because they are of that type of person that sees it and understands the value to contributing, they are those great people that I want to surround myself with. They are those people that want to help others. Anybody watching who's interested, KulkaInteractive.com. You could also get there through our website, thekulkagroup.com. Check us out on all social media platforms. If there's anybody interested in contributing, reach out. Message Dave, he can get you with me. You can reach out to me. And it's a flower that we just planted, and what this thing blooms into, we're not even too sure yet, but it's going to be beautiful.
I'm excited. Let's get it started, man.